that sound. Anyway, hold on a second. All right, you're probably asking what the hell was that all about. That's what's called a boop light. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, yeah, that gnawing is my dog, so just bear with me. He'll finish it shortly. So anyway, it's Friday night. It's about going on 1 o'clock in the morning, and I should be out, but I'm not. I'm here instead making a vlog. And why am I making a vlog? I haven't put one up yet. That's why. So I thought I'd do it tonight, and my topic of discussion is the whole Lonely Girl 15's a fake thing. Now, I am not going to just... That's been beat like a dead horse. I've read the comments. I've watched the different responses. And it's because of one of the responses that I'm making this tonight, because I think that some really good things were said, and I think some things were said that were going to be a little bit off. The person I'm referring to is acroduster. Acroduster, I loved your video for the most part. I thought you were spot on. There's a couple of areas where I think that maybe you might have, you know, I mean, I know it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning you made that thing, and maybe you were just tired. And you know, being a professional, I'm a professional. I work in Hollywood. I do visual effects for a living. I've worked on a lot of big projects, and so I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You know, being a cinematographer, you obviously know how the business works. So right off the bat, I want to say that I do agree with you 100% that Hollywood is here to stay. Why wouldn't they be here to stay? Excuse me, this venue, YouTube, is a medium that will allow anybody to basically throw something up and see what happens. It's kind of the equivalent of, you know, throwing shit at a wall and let's see what sticks. And Hollywood would be foolish not to take advantage of this. And I think that YouTubers are foolish not to know that this is happening. So when people acted outraged that Lonely Girl 15 was fake, well, you know, that's kind of stupid because, hello, if Hollywood's being offered a medium that allows them to see or allows them to put up content that only has to be marginally produced and get lots of eyeballs on it to test out ideas, you damn well believe they're going to do it. And I'm surprised that it's taken this long. Who knows? Maybe there's other ones out there we're not aware of. I don't know. But Acroduster's right in that sense. Hollywood is here to put stuff up, and they're going to do it, and don't act surprised when you see it. I think part of the fun is trying to guess whether stuff's real or fake or whatever. I don't know. There's some stuff I've seen in there, some vloggers that make me believe that maybe they're being produced by the same people who did Lonely Girl. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, Acroduster, you're right in that sense. Where I think you strayed off, though, a little bit is on the whole concept of that your average vlogger cannot compete with a budgeted production. I don't agree with that at all. And I don't think it's all about the lighting and the $1,000 tripod and the shotgun mic and the $50,000 worth of 3-chip CCD cameras. I mean, this main camera that I'm shooting into right now is a Canon GL1. It's a 3 CCD camera. It's got good color rendition. It's got a tack sharp lens. I've got it just set to all the auto settings right now. It's late. I don't feel like screwing with it. So anyway, it's good enough to illustrate my point. I have another camera here, which is why I have this thing up here. This is just a Canon speed light. It's the kind of thing you go on and put on an SLR camera. The thing about this, though, is that when you fire it, it will only put the flash on one frame. That's important. That's how you build sync. So why am I talking about sync? I've got 2 cameras running here right now. Now, this kind of speaks to what Acroduster was talking about. What I'm trying to do here is show people that, or illustrate, saying that you don't need a lot of expensive equipment to do a good video. You really don't. I mean, look at, there's somebody who is it? The Hill 88, Caitlin. She, happy birthday, Caitlin. You see this video? Congratulations, 18, awesome age. You know, you're legal now, so don't get into trouble. Anyway, she made a little rap video in rebuttal to, it was called Lazy Dork and Lonely Girl, or Lazy Dork is better than Lonely Girl, blah, 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 whatever, I don't know. I mean, she shot this thing with this camera. This is where this comes in, guys. So this camera right here, it is a little cheapo webcam. I got it from Best Buy. It was 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Nothing, okay? This camera up here, this one I bought it was about a $3,000 camera. Now granted, I bought it back in '99, but you know, that's a very expensive camera. Well, relatively expensive. It's not like the kind of stuff that Acroduster was talking about with their hundreds of thousands of dollars. The other thing I have in here, I have a television set so I can see that all this stuff's hooked into, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. I also have something Acroduster brings up, which I think is good advice for all YouTubers. Get some better lighting. You know, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are going to watch your stuff anyway, but it doesn't hurt to make your stuff look better. This is what I've got set up here. It is a simple silk with a hot light behind it. A hot light just means a light that's on all the time. I got another one up here above me. These are on, you know, $20 stands that I bought at a photography store. I didn't buy this stuff for vlogging. I bought this stuff a while ago because I have a photography hobby. But anyway, it serves a good dual purpose. So I think that Acroduster's right in the sense that Hollywood is here to stay. They're going to come in, they're going to throw content on this medium, and there really isn't anything anybody can do about it. And things I've heard, like people say, like, "Oh, we got to stop this because it's not going to be, we want it's supposed to be YouTube, meaning for you, and if we don't stop this, it's going to become their tube, meaning it's theirs." And you know what? No, it's going to happen, guys. So just get used to it. However, I do disagree with his assertion that your average vlogger cannot compete with a budgeted production. I'll use his Professor Dumbass as an example. Good production values, although, you know, hey dude, I'm sorry, I'm working visual effects, your chroma keying needs work. Anyway, whatever. You know, everything else though, his props he's got, and his lighting and all that stuff, it's all good stuff. But I gotta say, at the end of the day, I watched the video and it didn't knock my socks off. I mean, I got more enjoyment out of watching The Hill, Caitlin, read her little poem about who an Australian is. And she just sat in front of her computer and just read out of a book. I found that more engaging than watching your video. And if you shot with 3 CCD cameras and $1,000 tripods and a shotgun mic and all that stuff, great. You know what? Your stuff looked good, it sounded good, but at the end of the day, the content didn't grab me. So at the end of the day, it's all about the content. It's all it will ever be is about the content. And, you know, that's really all I got to say on the subject. So anyway, it's getting late. I'm coming up on my 10 minutes, and I'm not a director on this site, so I got to keep it short and sweet. Too late. We're already getting late. So anyway, guys, good night, and I look forward to any comments or questions you guys might have. Good night.